I've said what I can say. Oh. Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 important things you need to know before coming to Futo. I'm a student of Federal University of Technology, Owerri, and I know there are some of you out there aspiring to be a student as well. So I'm going to be sharing with you these 10 things I feel you need to know before coming into the school. So if this is something you like to know, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So the first important thing is early resumption. I don't know how I'm going to make this clear, but resuming early is very important. It just makes things easier for you. It makes you know the school environment, and be able to go around for a few days for you to get familiar with the environment before even starting lectures fully. It also makes your registration process easy for you, because when you resume on time, you start registering on time. It makes you not to combine lectures and registration together, because that can be very distracting. So yeah, you need to resume early. So the second thing is the registration process. Registering can be very exhausting, but there are easy ways to go about it. Just make sure that all the documents that you printed out when you paid your acceptance fee, everything, they'll give you the list of documents you have to print out. Just make sure that you've printed everything out complete, and you make photocopies of each of them. You have to make at least 10 photocopies of each document you print out. This is going to make things easier for you. There are ways to photocopy all these things, but trust me, those people are waiting to rip you off. I'm sorry, but they're just waiting to help you. In order to avoid all those extra expenses, you have to make photocopies of these documents from home before resuming. It just makes the work easier. The biggest thing that happened to me was when I came to school. I knew that I was going to buy books, but then I didn't prepare my mind for the amount I was going to spend on books. So this is the scary part of the whole thing. You can budget like 25k or 30k for your books, because trust me, the prices of this book increases every year, every time. I remember I went to buy a book one day and I go back the next day to buy the same book, and it has increased. How? So just make sure that you keep a budget for your books, at least from 25 to 30k. I'm not somebody they sent to come and tell you anything about your resumption or your registration or whatever. I'm just telling you based on experience. I didn't plan like this, and it got to a point I was hooked. So in order to make things easier for you, just plan that money for books aside. Another thing is you're going to pay other dues. When you get there, they're going to ask you to pay SCG, you pay for medicals, you pay for your graduation, your matriculation gown, you pay for what else again? There's so many, small things they're going to be paying for. So don't just come with only your feeding money, come with extra money for registration, for paying dues and other things. So that's that. Another thing, my darlings, make sure you pack enough food stuff and groceries before resuming. Trust me, plan the way you're going to feed if possible. Pack enough food stuff before going to school. This is going to help you very well. It's going to help you even with the way you spend money, because you're going to buy it at a lesser price when you're home than when you get to school. It's going to be at a higher price because it's a student area. So in order to be on a safe side and to avoid unnecessary sakpa, plan how you are going to feed properly before rushing to school. Another thing is have good friends. Stick around serious-minded people. Trust me, it might not be really easy to make good friends when you resume, but it wasn't even easy for me as well. If you find yourself eventually in a group of people, make sure that these people are serious-minded. They have goals. They're not just there to, or they're not just overwhelmed by the school environment and just want to explore. It's also good to explore, but then you need to have people that knows what they are doing and follow who know road you get. This is going to affect you positively or negatively. The important thing is don't let anybody pressure you. I really like this one because I've been in that shoe before. Before coming to school, you get advice from so many people. Everybody wants to tell you how it's going on in school, what you're going to see, and all that. Even people that come online, just as I'm doing right now, to tell you what to expect in school. It happened for them in a way. It might not happen for you the same way, because this is different year. Things are changing. I mean, they are bringing new methods and all that, so don't let anybody pressure you at all. Another thing is avoid distraction and procrastination. Trust me, I am the odogu, the chairman, the conqueror, the whatever of procrastination. I just know how to procrastinate, but I feel ways to go about it is to plan. When you wake up in the morning, you don't necessarily need to draw one big thing to know that you've planned yourself for that day. No, but the thing is, don't just leave it in your head that you know what you're going to do that day. No, create a to-do list and just write down those things that you have to do for that day. It just makes you go back to it and look at it and be like, oh, I've done this today, good. You take it like that. It makes you see that you have what to do, so you don't just be on your phone throughout that day or start doing things that you're not even supposed to do, doing the right thing at the wrong time. I do this a lot, and I feel the only way that has helped me is planning myself. Sometimes that planning also comes with disciplining yourself, because you might plan yourself, create a to-do list, and you still look at it and be like, oh my, I bet. But then if you are already used to planning, when you see that you didn't do that thing for that day, you will not feel proud of yourself for doing something else when you should have gotten this done that day. Another thing is avoiding distraction. Yeah, this also comes with procrastinating. When you get distracted, maybe by friends, trust me, you have a couple of friends that, I mean, you just want to, after lectures, you want to start visiting each other and all that. Yes, that is good, it's fun, but everything should be done in moderation. When you know that you have a lot to do, just leave that for that day and maybe fix it another time and get that work done, to avoid procrastinating. So avoid distraction and procrastination by planning. This will really help you. Another thing is eat well. I don't know how I'm going to say this, but make sure you eat well. Don't come and be like me. When I just got to school, when I just resumed, especially when we started those rigorous registration process, I don't know, because I was, so happy that I'm already in school. I wasn't eating. If I wake up in the morning, I wake up so early, prepare, and I'll go out. I will not eat, and that is how I'll be throughout that day, till I won't even realize that I haven't eaten anything for that day, until when I get home I start feeling weak, and your eyes are already turning you. I mean, your legs are already wobbling. That's when you remember that, oh, you didn't eat anything. Anytime you step out of your house, you might not see yourself back home, especially for your first year. You might not see yourself back home till evening. So make sure that before you leave your house, even if it's just to have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever, just do it. It just makes you ready for the day and for everything Futo has in stock for you for that day. So make sure you eat, and eat well. That is the main key there. Eat and eat well. I've said what I can say. So the last but not the least is put God first. So many people are so busy with school, and they tend to forget that the one who helps, who makes things easier for us, is they're going to advise that you put God first. Have a personal relationship with Him. He's going to make things easier for you. When people see you, they'll be like, why are you always happy? What's making you happy? What's funny? It's actually funny, but I mean, with God, His yoke is easy, His burden is light. I feel like it's even better to have a cordial relationship with Him when you're in school. I feel there's a difference. A cordial relationship is when you can talk to this person like you're talking to a human being. You can come in, you can just sit down and be telling him how your day went, how you were so angry with this lecturer, or how this friend annoyed you and all that. And at the end of the day, you get an answer or get a comforting word for that day. So yeah, having a personal relationship and a cordial relationship with God is very important. If you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful one way or the other, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time I post a new video. Okay, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.